bathroom. My name's Brittnee. I'm a real hairdresser, and today I'm going to show you a super simple technique to do a one-length angled bob haircut on yourself, by yourself, in your bathroom. Before we get started, I appreciate you being here, so make sure you subscribe and like. I'm here for you every single week, twice a week on Wednesdays, and don't forget to join me on Sunday for Sunday service, and that's just to make a really big deal out of ordinary things on a Sunday. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and section off our hair. Now, if you wear a side part, you'll want to section it to that part. If you wear your hair to both sides, you're gonna wanna do a middle part. I typically always wear my hair to this side, so I'm going to be using a side part today. Now we wanna part it directly down the middle in the back. So you're doing in the middle. You're not following your side part if that's what you chose to do the top part with. Now you can cut this wet or dry. If you're cutting it dry, I would straighten your hair first. I'm actually gonna spray mine down and cut it where it's half wet, half dry. But you do wanna be mindful that if you're cutting wet, the hair does shrink up, especially if your hair is curly, it will shrink up even more. Spray her down, ladies. You're going to need a few things for this cut. You will need some sort of comb, a couple clips, and obviously you're gonna need some shears or scissors. I'm using a pair of Joelle Crafts. These are actually discontinued, but I'll link a similar pair below. They're Amazon dupes and they're under $10 and they actually cut really, really well, but they are very sharp, so be careful. If you don't have actual shears or hairdressing shears, whatever, don't get down on yourself, it's fine. You can use regular scissors. In fact, I have one of my most popular videos is where I cut my hair with Dollar Tree scissors. I'll show you how to refine it at the end. It's fine. Scissors are scissors. Now, will they cut as great as these? Probably not, but we can clean it up in the end. So I'm gonna go through and just brush this. Make sure I don't have any kinkadinks in here. Everything's good to go. And I'm going to clip this other side away. I do not want to get confused and accidentally cut my other side. All right, so pay attention because we only have one shot at this. Don't be nervous. You're gonna do fine. Take a deep breath. So we've combed all of this, and we are going to hold it straight down. The back should look like this. We're bringing all of it forward. We're gonna hold this pretty tight, and we're gonna take crab claws, and we're gonna go in and we're gonna pinch this, okay? Something like this. It's a lot of hair, so don't get overwhelmed. If you need to separate this into two sections, you absolutely can. We're gonna find on our body where we want to cut. Right about where this microphone is, I don't know if you can see that, but that's gonna be my point of reference. So find somewhere on your body that we can refer to. So your collarbone, these little bones, your breast area, your armpits. It doesn't matter, just find something that we can refer to so our other side will match. So for example, if we cut at our collarbone, the way to make it even is to use our other collarbone as a reference point. I've got my hair and my finger position is parallel to the floor. Straight across. I'm actually going to whoop this, where it's now diagonal forward, because what's gonna happen when I cut, and I release this, this is going to be long, gradually going to short. You don't wanna do it the other way because that's gonna be short going to long, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually a really nice cut, but not what I'm going for today. When I'm cutting this, I'm cutting against my skin. I don't wanna put it out here, even though it's easier for me to see. It's going to change the haircut and make it a stacked graduation, like layered effect at the bottom. Don't do that. Keep it as close to the skin as possible. And I'm cutting against my finger position, which is diagonal. I'm not cutting straight across because that would be a blunt cut. I'm cutting diagonal. And because this is such a thick section, you may have to hack at it, it's fine. So here we go. Now, when I release this, it's slightly longer going to short. Ooh, that looks much better on me for my face shape. Now, you may want to take it straight down and see how it's angled just a little bit. Oh, sorry, I'm getting my grass cut, so it's a little bit loud out there. And you may want to clean it up. You may also want to point cut it, which is taking the very tip of your shear and going up, 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 up. This creates a feathered effect. Now we're gonna match it on the other side, which can be a little bit challenging, but I'll show you the easiest way to do that. We're gonna comb all of this, make sure there's no kinks, and we're gonna take a piece from the back and bring it over to the other side. That's going to be another point of reference on how short it should be. But again, we're also using parts of our body as a point of reference. Combing it down, taking crab claws, and we're going to angle our finger position diagonal forward. So it should look just like this, because if you think about it, you want the back to be short, going to long. I see my guide, which is the piece from the back, so that's where I'm going to start cutting. I'm also taking note of my body position. It's about where the microphone is. Now I'm gonna take a step back, close my eyes, and feel for balance. I'm not looking, I'm just feeling. And sorry about the background noise, the weed eater is extremely loud. Pulling from the back and doing the same thing. Does it feel right? Don't worry about what it looks like right now. Does it feel right? And mine feels actually pretty even. So now I'm just gonna go through and take smaller subsections and just see if there's anything I need to clean up. That actually looks pretty good, but I'm gonna go through and point cut to soften the ends before I blow dry it. Now I'm not gonna put any layers in mine right now, but you may find that you have a buildup of weight, especially in these back corners. If you think of the head like an X, you would have a corner here in the front and 2 corners here. That is where you gather weight. So if you find that you have a lot of weight right there, just take a subsection like this, shave off the bottom because that's your length. Take the shear, open it, and you can kind of notch at it with the belly of this shear, which is this part, and you're just removing some of that weight. So it looks pretty good to me. I mean, it's not perfect, but I'm in my bathroom. So I'm gonna go through and blow dry this as straight as I can and double check it, and we'll refine it again once we blow dry it. So I'll be right back. I'm not quite done blow drying yet. This side looks good. It's a very slight angle, which is what I wanted. I didn't want a very deep angle. If you want more of a graduated or angled cut, you'll want to change your finger position to be more diagonal forward, as long as your cutting position, so less straight, more diagonal, and you'll get more of that. But don't be alarmed if you have some stackage. Like for some reason on this side I don't. But on this side, I was noticing it's still a little wet, and we got some rats in there. So you can see like some peekaboos a little bit. That is totally normal because of the huge section that we cut. Point cut that out. And then I'm gonna check this one. And you can see it's kind of a little stair-steppy where it's short. There's some stragglies going on. There's a lot of mistakes that just need to be cleaned up. So I'm gonna go through and clean up anything that looks stair-steppy or stacky. When I lay it straight down on my shirt, I can see that I have an uneven piece. Try not to cut my shirt, so I'm gonna cut it against my skin. If you see that your ends are still a little too blunt, you can take sections this way. Take some thinning shears, which look like this. One side has teeth, one is just a straight blade. You can take it this way on the mid shaft, and it will take out every other hair. So it thins it out. Would not recommend if you have super thin, fine hair. But it also softens that blunt line. If you don't have those or don't want to get them, point cutting works just as well, and I have a more in-depth video I'll put up here if you want to go through that. Okay, so that's just what I noticed while I was blow drying. I also noticed while I was doing a round brush up here that my layers are not even. So a quick way to do layers is to just take this all the way up, see how it's short going to long. I'm just gonna go through here and point cut that out so it's even. So I'm gonna do that again at my part line, taking it the other way, this way. And yeah, see, that's very straggly. Very straggly. Here's what it looks like completely straight. So you can see it's slightly angled here, slightly angled here. I think I missed a piece in the back. Pretty sure. The back needs to be flat ironed, but it also needs a little bit of layers for it to lay better. I like it. So I'm gonna go through now and style this and show it to you curled because I typically wear my hair curly. So again, we'll be right back. Okay, so I just did a quick flat iron curl and I'm gonna spray it with X-Mondo, Brad Mondo Salty Sea Salt Spray. This is my absolute favorite thing right now, like hair product wise. It makes my hair look messy, you know what I mean? Like I don't want it to look like I spent time doing this. It looks better though after like an hour or two. Is it a bad bang day? It's a bad bang day, is it? Let's turn that thing around. A little clippy or something in there. Anyway, so you can see that it's still a little bit shorter in the back. I haven't checked the back. I mean, it probably looks better now that it's curled, but I'll have my partner like straighten it up later. Yeah, see? And then I always put my hair, I don't know why I do that because I have like the worst prison tattoo in the world. Like I haven't been in prison, but it looks like I have. Anyway, it's a long story, but I'm getting it removed. Anyway, so yeah, that's better because it kind of fell. And in an hour, I'll take like the blow dryer diffuser and woo it up so it looks like I've been in a wind tunnel because I want it to look like a little bit fried, but not fried, a little bit messy. Just like I've been at the beach, okay? I've been at the beach all day. That look. I love this because the little slight graduation, even though it's not much, makes my hair look thicker, more volume, and I just love it. All right, ladies, gentlemen, hey, says and gays, thanks again for joining me here in my bathroom. Let me know what you think, and if you try this or if you have any questions, put them in the comment box below and I'll get back to you. I can't wait to see you on Sunday. It's Sunday service day, and I hope you have the best week. I will see you next week for something cool. Something.